Hi friends, now I am going to discuss with you the physical significance of curl of a vector. In order to know the physical significance of a curl of a vector, we just go through a phenomenon. That is, we just observe a phenomenon, and then from that we extract the physical significance of curl. Suppose consider a river flowing downstream, and if I place some circular disc like this in the river, so what happens is now I have considered the velocity of river, that is the force that is acting on the disk in this direction. Have some vector I have assumed, that's all. This is not something mandatory or something like that. It's just have assumed for the explanation. I considered in x direction the force is constant. That is, this is constant throughout this, and in y direction it is changing. That is, it is decreasing in the y direction. Okay. So, so now consider at this point the force acting on the disk is more and compared to the force acting at this point. So what happens is there will be a circular rotation of the disk. Not only the disk moves in linear fashion like this, but it also moves in circular fashion like this. Okay, about some axis. That is, about some axis it rotates. Okay. To consider this figure, this arrow mark, which is directed upwards, shows the direction of the curl. That is, when the disk is rotating in this direction, same. Consider this disk is our disk. This is rotating in this direction. This is rotating in this direction, and the curl is directed upward. How to find the direction of the curl? When you curl the right hand fingers along the direction of the disk, then your thumb will show the direction of the curl. That is the axis about which the circle rotates is the curl of the vector. Suppose the rotation is with more velocity, then curl will be more. The rotation is less, then curl will be less. Now we just relate the physical significance which we have understood now with the mathematical terms. Suppose I just declare this vector, that is the velocity vector, to be 1 by y square, as it is varying only in y, so I'll just define some function in the direction of y. It's not mandatory, it's just you can take anything, sorry, you can take anything like 1 by y or 1 by y square, 1 by y cube, 2 by y square, some anything which should be varying in y direction, and I have now considered that it is monotonically decreasing in y direction. That's why I took 1 by y square. This is the formula to compute the curl of a vector, and I'm not showing the mathematical correlation here. If I do the mathematical correlation, it comes out to be z cap into 2 by y cube, which is evident from our figure. That is, it is directed in the z direction. It is directed in the z direction. And the same thing here. It is directed in the z direction. Okay, it is rotating like this in anti-clockwise direction, and it is directed in the z direction. If it is rotating in clockwise direction, then the direction of the curl will be inside the paper. Thank you.